All right. Hi, my name is Sean Vanneman,
And I'm Jake Rodkin.
and we work at Campo Santo, and we were making this game called Firewatch. So if you saw our previous IGN First, we were here back in March, and this one picks up right where that one left off. It's day 2. Your name is Henry. You work in a fire lookout. This is your fire lookout, and you've just spent the night freezing cold in your room, in your tower, because you had a break-in the night before. They stole your sheets, and your boss is now calling you because she needs something.
I'm awake. What's your problem?
Our problem.
Sorry, our problem.
That storm knocked out the phone line I used to talk to the service, which means we're cut off. I tried radioing out, and that's not working either. I don't really know why that would be the case. I mean, we've had issues with the radios going out in this area before.
Should I be worried?
About what?
We can't get help if we need it.
Oh, you're tough, Hank. You don't seem like the guy who likes to ask for help.
Sure.
What I need you to do, though, is hike out to where the wire runs through your area and report back if it's down. Then I can track down a ranger to get someone on it.
Okay, I can do that. Where is it?
Remember that cave you hiked through yesterday?
Yeah, of course.
So you're going to want to go back there, go through it, and keep going straight to the north when you come out.
Will do.
Thanks, Hank.
It's Henry.
What, you don't like Hank?
Yeah, I don't like Hank.
But thanks rhymes with Hank.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, all right.
So as you were saying at the beginning of this demo, this is the second day of your job in Firewatch. And for people who watched the previous video, you can see that, we're still in the same world. The world doesn't change around you. The world of Firewatch is just the real world in the game, but it's a different time of day. We're going somewhere else.
Yeah, you might remember hiking up this canyon the night before, and it was spooky and windy and stormy, but it is now like peaceful and cold and morning.
I don't think there's any fictional character I hate more than Forrest Burns.
Henry, as an employee of the Forest Service, that is treason.
Yeah, well, he really freaked me out as a kid.
He inspired me to spend the bulk of my 30s keeping the wilderness safe.
A shrink would have a field day with you.
Thanks, Mom.
And I think we've probably talked about this before, like back when we were here in March, but with these conversations, like, you can continue to have them, or you can just, like, let them die out. So we could have continued down that Forrest Burns path and learned a little bit more about the characters, their lives, whatever. But
our Henry, much like the rest of the world, does not care about Forrest Burns that much. So
how dare you? How dare you?
Yeah.
And something we've introduced to the game, I don't think we had this in March. Maybe we did. It's hard to remember. Is sort of the idea of like talking to Delilah about abstract concepts. So things like, it's cold out here. I played that one really quickly, didn't I?
It's actually pretty damn
Feelings he
cold out
has, etc.
Yep.
Roger that. Warms up fast. The mornings are cold in Boulder, though, right?
here. Yeah, they are.
What did you get up to down there? I mean, what's life like?
So I'm back in the cave. I should probably check my map to make sure I'm going north. I'm definitely going north. We're going to talk about our dog, and we're not going to talk about the thing we've hidden for IGN.
We just spend a lot of time with our dog, Bucket.
Aw, that's a good name.
He was a good dog.
What type?
A beagle. We got him from the pound.
That's great. Hey, can you hold on a sec?
Sure. Just gonna keep hiking and hoping it warms up.
Heyo. I don't think so. Why, have you? Okay, good. No,
Hey,
I don't
your
think he has
button
any
is still
idea.
down.
I'm absolutely sure.
Delilah, I can hear you.
Would you?
I said I could... Wait, are you
All
talking
right.
about me?
I'll let you know if anything changes in that regard.
Who are you talking to?
Hey, sorry about that. Anyway, Bucket's a cute name. You owned him with someone?
I guess I'll be asking about that call. So there's this stuff in the story where... Oh,
Looks like I might have lost
we'll
you.
go ahead and let that one
Could
pass.
be down in one of those valleys. Call me if you need anything.
So that was sort of an interesting moment there where we could have totally, like, grilled Delilah about what the heck just happened. She was clearly, like, talking to somebody else, but it was ambiguous enough to where it kind of felt strange. But she doesn't know we heard her now, and that's just the way our story will unfold.
Yep.
It's also possible, something you would have seen is that it's possible to like dig into that with her and really like piss her off, and she'll walk away, and you won't be able to talk to her for a little bit. So we found these wires. We can tell her we have, which would be good. I guess we should.
I can see the wire you're talking about. It looks like it's in good shape from here.
We'll follow it up to the top of the trail if you can. You can head back as soon as you give me the all clear.
Got it.
We haven't really checked our map on this playthrough, which is, I'm sorry about that. We kind of know where we're going. But so we started here at Two Forks Lookout. She told us to go back through the cave we were through the night before. It's cave 532. Turn north, which we did. We've walked a little ways. You can see our trail right there. And then here we are. So we're heading up to a place called Beartooth Point. It looks like we're about half the way. There's a little alcove to the right here we could go explore. Another big bowl that we're going to walk through and see what we can find. There's a cache box we could go get, or we could also just climb straight up the hill there to the left. So off we go. And then we can also just put our map away and straight up check our compass by just pressing down. And it'll tell us our mission. It'll also, we can zoom in and know which way we're going. Whoa! Yeah, and some people just like to keep this out, and that's like totally okay. We've seen a lot of playtesters just like run around with their compass out, and I think that's incredibly helpful if you haven't been making the game for the past 2 years. So that, I believe, is Beartooth Point. I mean, it is Beartooth Point.
It is
correct,
Beartooth
Jake?
Point.
All
Yeah.
right, thanks.
Do you want to go look at the supply box, or you want to just head?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
You can check it out.
I'm going to check out the sub box. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Gonna jog up here. You can see that it's right there, but I'm pretty sure we can't climb up right there.
No, you gotta go
No,
around.
We gotta go around. We go.
These ranger supply boxes are littered all around the world in the game, and there's always interesting stuff in them. And also, any rangers who have worked out here in the fiction of the world before you, they leave notes and pass messages back and forth to each other, and you can usually get that information yourself and use it later in the game.
And we learned yesterday that the code to all of them is 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet.
Rangers don't like to remember things.
No, that's why they write down all the information on these maps. And then we can update our map. Get some details. And learn a little bit about these rangers.
Yeah, maybe not today.
All right, fine. We'll leave that story for our friends at home. I guess we'll just leave this book. No point in taking this book. Although, okay, we'll leave it. It's so hard for me to not take everything.
Oh, you could have dropped off the end. It's okay.
Oh, you're right. Please, Jake. You and Ollie did such a nice job putting this area together.
Make sure this demo is very strange for people who can't hear our voice.
Let me
So
at
they'll
least go through.
This is a mysteriously indecisive person who sensed that he could drop off of a cliff and came back.
Yeah. So we're going to head back up there to the wire.
Could you report that from down here, from all the way down here?
Yeah, if I got up a little bit closer to it, I believe I can.
Hey, so there are beer cans all over the ground up here leading up the hill.
That's annoying.
Yeah, thing is, there were a bunch down at that campsite yesterday.
Coincidence, maybe?
I don't think so. Same brand, everything.
These fucking kids.
Why do you think they'd be up here?
Hell if I know, but they better have stayed away from our communication stuff.
Those kids brought a lot of beer out.
Those kids are alcoholics, Jacob.
Going backpacking, like, with just, like, a tin cup for food and your clothes, and, like, it's...
In a
And, like,
Red Rider wagon of beer.
Like, yeah, these teens must be just, like, the most ripped. Like, they have just, like... They are just six-packs to carry their six-packs.
Oh, I thought that's where you're going. Ripped. I was having a hard time.
It's both.
Oh, man.
What's going on?
Oh, just grabbing it.
Huh.
Hey, so the wire is definitely down out here. I just found it.
That's actually good to hear. I can send someone out to fix it. Good find.
Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't look like the wind. It looks like it was cut deliberately.
I knew it the moment you said you found their trash.
Good.
These idiots are gonna pay. Do they realize this is how people die? I mean, what if something happened to one of my lookouts while this was going on? And God forbid there's an actual fire burning out of control.
What do you want to do?
I want you to go find them.
And then what?
I haven't thought that far ahead. That's not true. Everything that comes to mind is illegal.
Let's hear it.
Oh yeah?
Hey, I came out here for a breath of fresh air and some adventure. What do you got?
I think I want you to just find them and scare the hell out of them.
Yeah, I'd make a spooky ghost costume, but they stole my sheets.
I don't know.
It's your favorite line.
Wait for them to wander
That's right.
off and wreck their camp.
You're being a
Something
very
that would make teenage
conscientious
girl run home to mommy and daddy.
lookout guy here today.
I'll find
Cleaning
them.
up all the
Thanks.
weird things.
But I am gonna need a raise.
Good. It's better.
Don't hold your breath. I'd start by hiking back towards your tower and just keep an eye out for anything that would lead you to them.
Well, they're big into Red Eagle.
Great. See if you can find the path they took down from there. Maybe they looped back around towards the lake or something. I doubt they're where they were yesterday, but they obviously can't have gone far.
All right. So, let's see here. We know we're supposed to find those teens, and we now have like a very like concrete goal. We had to find the wire. We did that, and now finding these teens, we have no idea what we're going to encounter when we do discover them, but we do kind of know where to go look. Delilah said sort of like look back. Oops, sorry about that. Head back towards your tower, which is here. But they were at the lake yesterday, which is there. So we can wander off maybe this way and sort of like do a wide loop and see if we find any evidence of them.
Yep.
And away we go. We have a couple of different places we can go here. Thoroughfare Fire Lookout. That's actually Delilah's tower, which is 5.5 miles away. There's a supply drop. Could be good. But there's the lake and our tower. So we're going to head back towards that lake. We'll go there.
There's an abandoned pack out here.
And it's not one of the teens?
No, it looks like it was lost a long time ago.
Well, you could always pilfer it for supplies.
You should probably pilfer it,
Oh, always pilfering. Always be pilfering.
as they say.
That's what my dad always said. Oh, we got ourselves a little camera. Got ourselves some ropes. So if you
Well,
remember...
I am flush
Oh, well,
with
hold
ropes
on.
now.
I'll let him tell you.
That pack was full of them.
He's
in
flush
decent
with ropes.
condition, too.
Flush.
That's lucky.
Lousy
There's
with
there's
them.
enough rope here that I could just leave them hooked up, I think. Oh,
And
get
we'll
this.
do it.
This pack came with one of those cardboard single-use cameras.
With pictures left?
Yeah, he only used 3 or 4.
Neato.
All right, Jake, we have 18 photographs
Thank you, Brian Goodwin.
left in this camera.
Wait.
Take a picture of
who?
your feet.
The bag had the name Brian
No,
Goodwin.
don't
sewn
do
to
that. Is
the
that what you
top.
want?
No, that's not good. Okay, it's good.
Wow.
Jeez.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I just haven't heard that name in a few years.
This game is set in 1989, and Henry does not know in 2015 the scarcity of 35mm film
What,
for
was he
just
a
the
fellow
average
you had to
consumer.
play
And
with?
you're just taking pictures of your feet.
Yeah, it was so hot and heavy. Of course,
Christ.
Brian Goodwin was 12 years old, so, our love could never really be understood.
So
Yeah.
now that you've got
I'm
this,
kidding. Not about him being an actual 12-year-old. That part's true.
now that you've got the bag,
He was stationed in Two Forks, your lookout, with his dad Ned 3 summers ago. Great kid.
You can bring children out here?
No. I'm not a stickler for rules. They took off halfway through the summer.
I use way too many
just
photos.
wasting them.
We want to know why these guys took off halfway through the summer? I
Nah.
feel like we do.
Oh, do we? Okay.
Well, let's
Why?
at least
Where
ask
did they
why.
go?
Maybe she doesn't
I don't know.
Oh,
I
there you
never
go.
really hit it off with
I
old
totally
men,
forgot.
And one day they were just gone. Sucks. Anyway, so it goes. Have fun with that camera. Don't snap anything that would scar a photomat employee.
I don't know. I got a lot of hiking to do. Might get bored.
Well, I'm bored as rocks, so I'll keep you company while you find those girls, huh?
Oh. And then.
I see a really thin plume of smoke.
I think this is evidence,
yeah,
Jake.
I see it too.
You know,
Seems like it's
you know how I
evidence.
feel about
Like
evidence?
this is either a new fire or a
Take photographs of
campfire.
evidence. Good. Always taking photographs of
Campfire.
evidence.
You think it's them?
I reckon so.
It looks like it's to the southwest of me.
That's right. If you hike towards 5 Mile Creek, that should put you in the neighborhood. Keep an eye on that smoke plume. Let me know if it's getting any larger.
All right. So now we
Will
have a
do.
little bit of evidence here. 5 Mile Creek, boom, circled by Henry, campfire smoke, and off we could go. So you will be the one to go discover these teens on February 9th, because we're going to go ahead and end the demo here, lest we, well, first off, I will just use up all my camera photos is what will happen, and then people will be mad. But, yeah, this is just a tiny little chunk of the game, and the story will unfold over the course of many days. You'll see this is day 2 of the game. But, yeah, game comes out February 9th on PC, Steam, Mac, and PS4. You have anything else you want to say, Jake?
Also Linux.
Also Linux.
Can't forget Linux.
Can't please. Oh my God, we would be up to our eyeballs in emails. I like this rock. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on February 9th.